Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Michelle Ellis, here to give you the weather forecast for this week. So as we take a look into what we're currently feeling right now, it's about 48 degrees and those temperatures are expected to cool down to about 43 degrees this evening. We're also going to be seeing some cloudy skies as well as some slight winds coming in from the northwest, about 5 miles an hour, and a very low chance of rain. But we're going to talk more about why these winds are going to start to pick up in the next few days. And as we're going to start to see those cooler temperatures start to settle in throughout Colorado, we're going to be seeing that because of a low pressure front moving its way in. Across the country from west to east, it's moving across, and this low pressure system is coming into Colorado and surrounding states around today. This is going to really be bringing a lot of rain, snow, and wind throughout those regions. And for Fort Collins, we will be feeling those wind speeds increase due to this low pressure system moving its way in. The rest of Colorado will also be feeling a lot of this, as we can see in both Vail and Telluride. They have a potential of snow this evening, so if you're traveling along the I-75, it might be something to be aware of. As we move throughout the rest of the state, we're going to see it's going to cool down throughout the evening. In the eastern side, we're going to see it's going to be the high 30s, and then it's going to be low 40s throughout. And as we move into the mountain range, it's going to start to cool down a bit more, down into the low 30s. And as we move to Grand Junction, it starts to warm up about 38 degrees. And as we take a look into tomorrow, we're going to see the low pressure system also impacting wind along the eastern range. In both Burlington, Sterling, and Lamar, they have increased winds, about 20 to 30 miles an hour, and gusts that can get up to 40 miles an hour. Now, what a gust is, it's like a sudden surge of wind, and it can be quite strong. So we're going to be feeling those across this region. And now, as we talk about temperatures across the state, we're going to start to see it's going to be quite cool throughout the day. And as we move in, it'll be like the high 50s, low 60s, and starts to cool down even to Vail, getting into the high 30s. Now, as we bring it back into Fort Collins, we're going to see a wind increase due to this low pressure system as well. So as we can see, it's going to get down to 15 to 20 miles an hour, and I'll talk more about that in the next one. And as we're going to see, it's going to be quite cool, about 57 degrees, and in the evening it's going to cool down to about 30 degrees. We're going to see partly cloudy conditions throughout the day, and the sunset setting even earlier than we were used to, about 4:46 in the evening. Now let's look into what the week is going to look like with these wind patterns. As we can see, it's going to be quite windy, especially on Wednesday, about 15 to 25 miles an hour, and we're going to see gusts that can get up to about 40 miles an hour. Now, as we look into the rest of the week, we're going to see that it starts to cool down, but it's going to be about 10 to 20 miles an hour on average. Now, as we look into Wednesday, it's a high of 57 degrees. In the morning, we're going to see more partly cloudy conditions, but in the afternoon, it's going to start to get more sunny. But we're going to see some afternoon clouds, and then in the evening, as it cools down to about 29 degrees, it's going to be more on the cloudy end. Now, as we take a look into the rest of the week, both Thursday and Friday, it's going to be more sunny, but we're going to see some afternoon clouds roll in as well. We're going to be in the mid 50s, and in the evening, it's going to cool down, especially on Thursday to the mid 20s, and on Friday to the mid 30s. Now, as we breeze into the weekend, we're going to see that it starts to warm up a bit on Saturday to about 66 degrees, and then Sunday getting to the mid 50s. The evening, we're going to see the high to low 30s, and it's going to be on those days, it's going to be sunny and cloudy, kind of having intervals in between. Now, that's all I have for weather for you guys this week, but stay tuned because there's more news after this.